Okay, we are back. Don't we all just love technical difficulties? At least this was 8 minutes in rather than like an hour in, as has happened in the past, but still, this is a really obnoxious issue. Kind of unacceptable, honestly. The fact that it just loses focus, the fact that it turns on settings that I have already turned off. I'm going to go on a rant about that. That is just not good behavior. I don't know why that's considered acceptable. TBH. And again, it's listed as having, quote, AI. And my experience with, quote, AI is any company that uses it is using it because they don't want to do a thing themselves. They want to cut the corner. And the AI is their way to do it, and AI is stupid. It really is dumb. People don't understand how dumb AI actually is. It is not capable of making these decisions. Anywho, rant over. We were in the middle of healing. We just regained some speed using our knapsacks. We are going to do the other thing now and get some health back. And I just realized we didn't get any money for fighting this, did we? Nope, just a ton of experience. I hope old lady Kabu Glint give us a little bit of money for our troubles. Please, sir, we're poor. Okay, I'm gonna roll some healing checks. So I have one basically free charge from my old practice kit on Zertle, which I will use right now on Zertle, and I rolled a 1. And I'm glad I wasted my old kit for that. I'm gonna try again with my new kit on Zertle. I'm gonna roll a 4. Plus 4 is 8, which is 1 health to Zertle. And I will do overlay updates when I've finished all of my healing, because this is going to be a while at this rate. I remove my other cube, roll again. I rolled a second 1. I am doing quite poorly. Okay, I spend a mana to fully recharge my kit. And I spend a cube to heal myself again. So far, in 3 rolls, I've healed myself for 1. I just rolled a 2. I heal myself for another 1. I spend another cube. Can I please get an adjusted 20 this time? That would really just make it all fine. 16 is 2 health to Zertle. I spend another mana to put another 2 cubes on this. I know this is all happening off screen, which is not great, but that's what I got right now. That's my setup. There we go. Okay. 17. Zertle's at full health, which is 7. I spend another cube to start healing Rix. There's an adjusted 22. So 1, 2, 3, 4 health to Rix. Spend a mana, gain 2 more cubes. Spend a cube, healing Rix again. Can I get another adjusted 20? Nope, I get an 8. That's 1 more health. And 1 final cube that I want to spend to hopefully heal for 2. Yes, adjusted 18. Means Rix heals for 2 and is at full. And I'll spend 1 more mana to replenish that medkit, so it is back to full power. And let's record the stats after that. So I'm at 1 mana, 7 health, and Rix is at 8 health. Okay. Well, you know what? Could have been worse. Could have been worse. Now this camera's doing weird focusing issues. There you go. That seemed to fix it. Okay. Easier than the big one gets fixed. My goodness. We have a fort here that we could explore, and I think I might do so. We also need to explore this in the Whitecaps, this tile here. The other option is to just go straight back and return the ring right now. Do you think this is a friendly fort? It's gotta be a friendly fort, right? It's not gonna be an enemy. Are we prepared for an enemy fight if it comes to that? It depends on what level they are. Definite maybe. Let's try it. We enter Big 40. I'm hoping it's a friendly fort. Let's see what happens. Cliffside ruins. Before you lie the remains of a fort crumbled and broken from years of neglect. Just beyond the fort, a sheer cliff overlooks the river below. Okay, historically, fort ruins have led to fights. So, hooray. There's an event. And 2 entrances to Long 36. So I assume this whole thing is one structure. I mean, that just makes sense. Let's go check the well first. You know what? Let's go you on that side, you on this side. All right. Event 100. Let's see what happens. Fool of a... You walk over to the well. An old wood bucket is here, perched precariously on the edge. You feel an overwhelming urge to just give it a little push and see what happens. I'm going to make a wisdom check with Zertle. Oh boy. I need a 17 to not fail this check. That's an adjusted 19, because Zertle has +4. Whew. You resist the temptation. Suddenly you hear voices. You have enough time to duck behind a wall before kobolds walk out of the fort. Oh, kobolds? We can do kobolds. Wait for the opportune moment, then leap out of the kobold, taking them by surprise. Okay, we get a fight. We place Long 34 on Big 40. I hope these are, the same tier of kobold that we fought in the past and not just like a new tier that's level 8 for some reason. Kobold ambush! The doors of the fort burst open as kobolds bound out into the sunlight. Whoa, what is... Oh, this is wild. Okay. So, you may choose where each exile starts the combat, any unoccupied traversable square, and then index this card. Okay. So, here's why it's weird. This tile is diagonal. Like, obviously, it fits perfectly. They all do, but wow. And then we get 2 of foe 125, which is definitely not the same kobold we fought in the past. Yep, it's a level 5 kobold this time. I don't know, man. I was kind of hoping that I'd have the same thing. Alright, combat has been entered. And so we can put our travel deck away again. I'm glad I got it out just to not use it. Instead, we're going to get a threat deck and then Kobold Guard. A scaled kobold wielding both spear and sword stands guard. With hardened eyes, it looks at you, disciplined and determined. Okay. That's cool, I guess. We got 2 of these. They are the brute type, so that's cool. Got some armor. That makes sense. Okay. Ooh. The weak point gains 2 threats. Well, of course it does. I don't know that we were actually prepared for this fight, but here we are. Oh. And they have a passive ability. After an adjacent exile moves away or attacks a foe other than Kobold Guard, that exile loses 2 durability. Oh. Jeez. Okay. Luckily, Focus on Me is not a problem for this combat because there's only the Kobold Guards. So we have the dubious honor of they are the only thing you can target, so it doesn't matter. I was a little bit worried that it would be slightly different. I know I'm being incredibly cryptic. I was worried that the guards would each trigger separately. So if they were adjacent to each other or whatever, and you hit both with one attack, like Zertle's pummel, it would trigger one of them. But I think we're good. Okay. Threaten combo or set back to 0. That's all good. We have our threat deck here. And we enter combat. Not that I really want to. Alright. Right, we get to choose where we go, and I also need to get out the enemies, obviously. Okay, and they are the blue one and the pinkish one. And wait, we can choose anywhere? Any unoccupied traversable square. Okay. In that case, I want Ricks behind this difficult terrain. Oh, can't shoot over the wall though, so that's one thing that's important to keep in mind. I'm gonna have Zertle. I don't know, does it make sense for Zertle to be right in front? Probably not. What do they do on a 0? They impale? Gross. You know what? Fine. Let's have Zertle right there. Let's have Rix here and Zertle here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Jeez. Zertle here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. I think that means neither of them can get hit by this guy. If it so happens to immediately activate. Okay. Uh, really not looking forward to this fight, I'll be honest. Yep, okay. Let's do this. Let's do. Well, I guess Zertle first. See what happens. Brutes activate, turn 1. So we start with this one, who doesn't have to move to do his impale. He just attacks Zertle And Impale is gray, yes. Targets the leg armor of Zertal. Does a durability instantly. And then does a second durability. And 2 damage against blocks. Zertal takes 1. And Zertal's leg and body armor is destroyed already. Great. Great, 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 great. Great and good. The other one goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. Could not have hit anyone with Impale. So we're good on that front. We planned that one out well. And now it is Zertal's turn. And it tells you what we're gonna do. I think we need to punch a man. Yeah, so if we basic move to here. And then I guess we just swing. I don't know. We're in trouble no matter what we do. I think I am going to pummel. Unless I want to do a ricochet with Rix. Nah, let's just do a pummel. You know what? We're going to use our dependable cube from Zertal to gain 2 more combo. Then we're going to spend 1 to pummel. And go 1 here. 1 here. Okay, I feel pretty good. Let's do that again. Yeah, let's spend 1 more combo to pummel again. With the same attack pattern, it's going to be coming from the right to the left, 1 target there and there. And that went through 2 different critical points, so we get 2 more damage. And it hit 1 weak point, which is not great, but kind of unavoidable. So they gain 2 threats on weak points. Yes, they do. So the end of that, we have 1 combo left, 2 threat left, and we've hit each enemy for 3 hit points, which is a good start, in my opinion. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. And we turn Rix on deck. Let's see what they do. They gain 2 threat, going up to 4. So, what can they do with 3 threat? Oh my gosh. As long as we're not standing in a line, Impale's not that bad, but jeez, these guys are going to hit hard if they hit. So, Rix is going to start her turn. Basic move to gain a combo and move up 1. And the move is absolutely to, I think, mark. Yeah. It doesn't particularly matter. I think I'm going to mark, yeah, that one. It's actually the one I was going for, so we're good. And then we're going to pay 2 combo to do a basic bow attack with a ricochet. Yes. So we're at 0 combo. And we're going to do a basic bow attack against this one first, and then ricochet and hit that one for another basic bow attack. 16 gives us an adjusted 20, which is the highest you can get. And since I have 3 hits, I'm going to use all 3 hits and go armor, hit, hit. And then basic bow attack against number 4 here. is a 1. Well, that is unfortunate. Oh, shoot. Yes, and I will spend a mana, my last point of mana, to just put an extra hit on this one. Yeah, right. Hmm. I don't know, man. Probably right there. Actually, yeah, that's perfect. That's beautiful. I love it. Love everything about it. I still have one action left with Rix, and I kind of want to use it and make it count. So, I think I just bow attack. We have no combo to use, so it's just, yeah, just basic bow attack. Against this one. 13 makes an adjusted 17, which is just 2 hits. I say just 2. I'm happy for 2, just no extras. So with 2 hits, we hit the place where 2 hits is a meaningful thing. There we go. 1 damage, 1 armor. And that's Rix's turn. So we do enemy turn, Zertle on deck. Mob or 1, so they gain 1 threat. Okay, I think we're in a pretty good position. The question is, what do I do? You know, okay, so it's Zertle's turn. And we know that Pummel is just insanely effective, so we're going to basic move to gain a combo. I'm not actually moving anywhere though, I'm just gaining a combo. Hmm. I could do a free action stratagem to heal for 1 and gain a second combo, which would let me pummel twice. I don't think that's good though. I don't think I need to pummel twice. I need to hit this guy for a lot. I would need an adjusted 20 to kill him. So no, I'm gonna pummel once. Spend my 1 combo. We're going to hit that space. And take off an armor, probably. That armor. These guys are tough. And then I'm going to basic attack against this one and hope that I can get an adjusted 20. No, that's bad. I'm going to basic attack this one, pink. Because I have much better odds of doing something effective. Oh, and I got my adjusted 20. I rolled a 17. Okay, but Rix can take care of it. Unfortunately, I don't have amazing attacks, but it's fine. We're gonna do here, here. No. Here. So you don't have the latest version on the screen, but my current attack pattern also lets me go to the to the left. So I come down and then hit the target or the space to the right, and then the space below and to the left on an adjusted 20. So, well, that's what I do. So I don't care as much about that weak point. Kind of phased out for a second. That was Erdal's turn. So let's do enemy turn, Rick's on deck, and we have gaining 2 threat, which gives them a limit break. So, boom diada, Zerdal's gonna die. And then they immediately spend 3 threats, going back down to 4, to do their big move, which is a move 6 and then impale with +2 armor break, which is completely unnecessary. Number 3 can't hit more than 1 exile, so it just stands where they are. I do want to see though, like what does that mean? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So this is gray die, and wherever it hits, it breaks 3 armor first. So right arm completely wipes out the durability of Zerdal's right arm armor, and then does 4 damage. 1, 2, 3, 4. Goes to 2, and right arm is destroyed. Boom, boom. Okay. And then the second one will also attack Zerdal, since Zerdal is not yet down. Hit the head. Okay. Sorry. Oh, if I'd had my Driftwood crown on, this wouldn't actually matter, because I could still use the crown, but whatevs. Armor is broken. I take 4. Zerdal is downed. It's just really annoying that you also lose your armor in the process of getting absolutely riggedy wrecked. But whatevs. Okay. Okay. The good news is it's Rix's turn now. They have finished rolling over Zerdal's body. Bleh, I'm dead. And now I just need to basic attack with Rix on the blue one, and it should get a kill. So I basic attack. There we go. Yeah, now I roll a 19, my goodness. So with a 19, I get to go boom and boom, and all of so it dies, so the weak point does not trigger. It is gone. And the question is, if I move up to try and heal Zerdal, we're in a problem because then Zerdal's gonna take some damage. Sorry, then we're both gonna take damage from the impale, so it doesn't really make sense to try and heal Zerdal. But I do think I want to basic move to get one. Wait a second, can I just attack from here? Oh, I can. I don't need to basic move. Never mind. Hold on. At least not towards this enemy. They move 6. It doesn't matter where I go, right? Yeah, okay. No, I basic move. I gain a combo. I walk up here. I attack. Why not? Um, that literally a cocked die. You don't see it, but it's in the crack of the folding table. Ow. Okay. Where the blue one just literally never moved before dying. That's great. Adjusted 12. Yes, plus 4? Yes. So that is 2 hits. Good. I am going to give them a threat here, because, well, 2 threat. I'm going to go boom, boom, from the top. And that goes through a weak point, a critical point, which goes to their weak point, which gets them 2 threat. I wish, actually, it'd be really cool if going through a critical point to hit a weak point didn't actually trigger the weak point. That would be a cool effect. Okay. Enemy turn with Zertle on deck. Let's see what they do. All foes activate. So they spend 3 threat, going down to 3. Haha, joke's on them. They would have activated anyways. But they now miss a power token. And yes, it goes 1, 2. I am moving this tile all over the place suddenly. Moves 2. Doesn't impale with bonus 2 armor break and bonus 1 damage from the power token. Let's see where my armor is broken. Right arm. Already broken on Rick's. Oh boy, most of Rick's armor is broken. So that's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 damage. Okay. That's the enemy turn. Let's do Zertle. Zertle's going to Action Surge to stand up. That's a once per combat ability for all exiles. And I felt it pretty important that I have an actual turn, you know? I'm going to stratagem. It's free. I gain a combo, going to 2. Oh, I apparently missed one a while ago. Right. Rix's basic move I never recorded. An exile within 3 gains 1 health. That's going to be Zertle. And then you can shift a creature up to 2 squares. You know what? Here. You come here, please. Come back to where you were just a second ago. Oh, actually, we got this. We've won. I didn't even need to do that. What I do is I spend both combo to double pummel. I hit armor. And then I put damage on weak point, but because it's dead, the weak point doesn't trigger, and that is the end of combat. We did it. We defeated the kobolds. For which I am glad, because I was really hoping for a friendly fort. Okay. For defeating the kobolds, we gain 2 experience. So I'm going to upgrade a 1 to a 3 for each of them. And we roll a die. I'm going to let Rix do it. Actually, you know what? Zertle was kind of the MVP, but I already rolled a die. That's a 5. We get 1 money. Yay. And that's literally all we get. Cool. Cool beans. And I have a stack of foe cards that I need to put away. But we are out of combat. Zertle is not presently dying, so I don't have to do anything. I do feel as though Zertle probably should have a little more health if we're going to do any more exploration, because, I say again, owie. So we're going to spend a cube from my medical kit to perform a heal on myself. That's an adjusted 20. I heal for 4. Going to 5. That's pretty incredible. Kind of incredible. I'm going to go over here, and I'm going to spend my other medkit charge to heal Rix. Can I do another one? No. 9 would only be 1 health restored. No, 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 no. I spend an RP points. I make that a 12. Rix is going to heal for 2. Please and thank you. Go to 6. Also, 0 mana on Rix. And I'm going to move Zertle to 0 mana in order to refill his medkit. Okay. Last time we went to abandoned ruins and fought kobolds, we went downstairs, went into the building, and there were more kobolds. I'm thinking this time we maybe hold off on going in because we have no armor. Or then again, maybe I just hope for the best. Maybe. What if I just hope for the best? Okay. We're going to spend 2 points from a health potion to put both of them at 1 more health than they currently have. So Zerl's going to be at 6, Rix will be at 7. And we're going to go to this point of interest. Rix is going to do the investigation, so Zerl will get any RP points because he just spent 1. That's ep25. I noticed this event card that said to index it isn't gone. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, it said to index it, and then nothing happened afterwards. Okay. POI 84. What were they guarding exactly? Old fort. Despite its apparent age, the fort itself is mostly intact. The courtyard walls have not aged as well, crumbling and falling into disrepair. Boxes and crates lie here, looking like the remains of a barricade. As you gaze around, you think you hear something. Let's look at the walls. Looking toward the north wall, you think there is most likely an impressive view on the other side. Gazing upward, you notice a large tower. Okay. Let's look at this tower. The stone building closer to the cliffs has a tower at the top, which would give a wide view of the river below. Zertle gets an RP point, and if a Fellish is in the party, which there is, draw key item 86. It's about time. We haven't advanced our personal stories in a long time. Alright. Key item 86. Fool's Game. Useless. You roll a squill over your knuckles before tossing it into the air and catching it in a single deft movement. This is taking forever. You can't be doing time like the other worthless exiles. It's not your fault you got caught. Someone ratted you out. A rat. Nothing you hate more than an alley cat who's tried to pander to the upper class. The real thieves are the ones in gold and lace, not your honest grifters. But worse are those who try to tread above their station by selling out comrades. You'll find them, whoever it was that double-crossed the old codger, and set things right. Wait, keep this card. Do not read it unless you've already read key 158. I've done that, right? Yeah, the sting. I've done that. Alright, flip this over. Fool's Game. This chicanery, helping fools who couldn't find their own tails. I've lost my brother. Where could my shipment be? Help me, save me. So pathetic. And Thades and the guild are happy to play along. Not you, no. You're getting out. And not by proving your worth to these shams, but by some good, honest trickery. You're going to pull up your own bootstraps. You just need the right angle, the right leverage. Okay. Apparently Rix doesn't want to be here. Zertle's like, didn't we have a goal? Aren't we happy here? Apparently not. Boxes and crates. You search through the old crates and boxes and notice fresh cracks and splinters. You think someone was here not long ago. And what do we hear again? You close your eyes and try to focus. It sounds like harsh voices coming from underground. In a moment, it's gone and you can't find it again. Alright. Well, that settles it. We're not going underground yet. We're leaving too many locations half completed, but if we go underground, we're going to fight more kobolds and we're going to die. Because I do not have the resources for another combat right now. So, no. I say nay. We leave. We leave while the leaving's leaving. I don't know. I lost track of something. I think we don't need to hold on to all this stuff. Good to go. We can do this later. So we need... finish investigating whatever fort this is. Also, I need to put these away. Goodbye, kobold guards. Maybe easier kobolds were downstairs, but probably not. Maybe, but probably not. Get this back. We're leaving. Because I value my own hide. And whatever else makes up my armor. Okay. We also didn't show it previously, but we have all of our tokens just fine. Alright, so finish investigating Fort Examor. Also, investigate Whitecaps. Haven't even done that yet. Haven't even started that. Somewhere there's a town called Rivertown. And we haven't run into it yet. Do we imagine it's right on the road? Oh, maybe there. There's a road leading to there. I don't know, man. No, let's go turn in the ring. We're gonna travel along this path. It's a road path. Screaming. Draw event 112 if you're on the road. Oh, goody. Yay. Someone is crying out for help. You rush to the scene and find an orcish man sitting on the ground holding his leg. Please, the poison will spread if you don't help. Can you suck the venom out? He gestures to a wound in his calf. If we suck the venom out, are we also going to get poisoned? Well, Zertle wants to help. Rix, against her better judgment, will join, I guess. Suck out the venom. You brace yourself and attempt to suck out the venom. Endurance 12. Alright, Rix, this is all you. You're our endurance master. Okay, good. 14 is our adjusted total. You think you were able to extract all the venom? Thank you for trying. Flip NPC 57 to his B side. He was over in the town, right over there. So Good. Okay. Then we banish this or this travel card. Goodbye. And banish this card. All right. You just we maybe save your life, and you're like, all right, bye. No wonder Rix doesn't want to help anyone. Okay. Continuing along the road. Your spirits are high as you travel along. We get to town. And I suppose we have to go into town now because now this NPC has more to talk about. Big 23 again. You know what? We're going into town anyways. It's all fine. I'm going to put these back on by default because we're going to talk to the people. Although I don't need this one. I'll put it here, but we don't actually need this one. Okay. Here we are. Let's go talk to you, NPC 57, since we just saved your life. Let's see what's going on. Will you thank us now? Alright, Rindle Kickleman. Kickle him. Well now, it's you, Tip Large Hats. If you hadn't come along and saved me, I'd be in much worse shape. And since you were so kind, I'm going to let you in on my secret. Remind us how we saved you again? Not that we forgot, we just like to hear it. That nitrous venom is mighty powerful. If you hadn't sucked it out, I think I'd have ridden the ferryman's boat, as the saying goes. Alright. So you're the one who told us about treasure in Getsfield, but didn't want to tell us anymore, and now maybe that's your secret. Well, I'm glad you asked. Wink. Oh, I don't like the wink. What if I told you I've got a real, genuine pirate map? I'd say I get an RP point, but everyone's full. That's what I'd say. Alright. Tell us about it. That Natris was guarding it. I was thinking I'd be looking for the treasure myself, but it's too dangerous for just me. I could let it go to you for the low price of 7K? What do you say? Do we have a deal? I have 4K to my name, so I cannot take this deal. But good to know. I will hopefully be back. No. Let me know if you change your mind. Alright. Let's go back to the muttering dwarven woman. Hey, lady. We found your ring. Let's go talk to NPC 58, who is Kabu Glint. And that instantly gets us... not this one. The Diaring Ring. There we go. Gets us an event. Kabu Glint. Event 53. And banish key item 56. Come on, event 53, where are you? There you are. Friends rest. You hand the ring and the diary to Kabu. She holds the ring and thumbs through the pages slowly. Tears well up in her eyes as she reads. I see. It wasn't her fault. She tried to ask for help, and I wasn't there for her. Here's your deposit back, and you've earned this. She hands you a wooden coin. I'd like some time alone with my thoughts. Gain 2. K, 2 actual money. And then flip Embassy 58 to her B side. Oh, whoa. If you have skill 25, add job 50. I don't think I do. No. But good to know that sometimes there's extra text when you claim it as a skill. That's interesting. So yes, I have to put 58 to her B side and put this into my squill inventory. Do we talk to her again? Uh, I picked up the wrong card. Hold on. What just happened? Ah, okay. That was very confusing. I picked up the very wrong NPC and saw a spoiler for something in the future. That was very silly. Um, the dwarf is rocking softly back and forth in her chair reading the diary. She looks up as you enter. Foxy used to be my friend. I suppose it's these sorts of trials and tribulations that show us how to be thankful for every moment, or something like that. Thank you for your help. Oh, Poxy. Oh, Mrs. Wendels. We used to be friends, then a couple weeks ago she started acting strange. I had no idea she'd been alerted. Well, thank you for getting my ring back. I guess there wasn't any sign of my dwarven nesta dolls. No, I don't suppose there would be. I suppose you're off to help other people here in the uplands with their problems, eh? Listen, you're different than what I thought exiles were. I wish I was younger. I'd join you. Sounds like fun. No, we almost die on a daily basis. Actually, multiple times per day. So, no. Don't get me wrong, as a player, I'm enjoying it. My characters are probably not super thrilled with how things are going. Alright. That's all we had to do here. Let's leave. At least I'm pretty sure that's all we had to do here. Watch as I'm like missing some super important key item that would have saved that lady before she died. I don't know. I did have something. Nope, don't know. No idea. No idea. Okay, here we are, and I need POI 70, which is right here. This is just the shopping part of the town. And we're going to pay K to restock our knapsacks, which is 6 cubes at this point. Pretty substantial. And you know what? I'm going to use 2 cubes from health potions just to put everybody back at full health. And then pay a K to refill all of our health potions, including the 2 I just spent. Once again, that seems like a pretty good use of my resources. Also, I don't have enough resource cubes. Whatever, I'll use this. It's all good. All good in the hood. I probably shouldn't say that. Not really my culture to say. Okay, we have 4K left. And I'm going to use it not to shop, but to repair. So we can repair 9 damage, which is all of the damage we have on all of our armor. Hooray! Alright, now I gotta, make that happen in the overlay, which is my least favorite part of this overlay. Which means it is definitely time that I look into automating this part. Yeah, putting everything onto undamaged, or having everything track itself correctly color-wise here, or maybe I just don't do a color. Maybe that's the answer. Did I ever think of that? No. Because sometimes I overcomplicate things. Don't we all? Head's good. Body armor is good. And then right arm and right hand are repaired. Oh, that feels better. Whew. We are once again poor, but we have lots of stuff. What I need to do is do more jobs to get money. But right now I'm in exploration mode. So, on that note, we're going back to that fort now that we have resources again. And we're gonna blow some stuff up. You see someone hunched by the side of the road. You may draw NPC 136 or discard this and try again. I do want to draw NPC 136, and I will in fact give him a coin. Give them a coin. Spare coin for an old man down on his luck. Yes, we will give you a K. Ah, blessings be on you, generous traveler. Thank you. Add travel 77 to the bottom of the travel discard pile, and then index this card again. We've run into that guy several times. He comes up. And we're just about to shuffle this travel deck, so that's very good timing to get that. And that's our entire encounter, so that's good. And then we continue going towards the fort. Your journey is difficult and your spirits sag. We'll spend a speed each, because I'm just gonna spend cubes for my knapsack. Might as well. And then we get to the fort, and actually I'm going to spend 2 more cubes with the good knapsack, so we each gain 2 speed, just in case I need it for this combat. And you know the one thing we don't have for this combat is mana. So maybe this is a mistake. Eh. Let's do this. Alright. Back to the fort. And we're going to straight to long 36. If you missed the first part of this stream, that will probably seem confusing to you, but we were here just a few minutes ago, actually. I left to go heal before exploring further because we heard voices. Quiet ruins. Inside the ruined stone fort, you find 2 staircases that lead opposite directions. One into the darkness below, the other showered in bright light from above. Oh. Okay. I didn't expect that. And the answer, by the way, is we go here to medium 41. We go up first. The voices sounded like they were coming from underground, I believe. Top of the fort, Tuya. After a lengthy flight of stone steps, you finally emerge onto the top level of the tower. The bright sun blinds you for a moment. When you regain your sight, you can see the river below and quite far into the valley. I'm going to move this because this is technically an unconnected region. Yeah, you can see It's supposed to be like that? No, it's supposed to be like that. This is the view from up high. And let's look at POI 85. Let's do some investigation. I see some boats down below. Is this where those kobolds landed? Top of the tower. You're standing on top of the Riverfort ruins. As you gaze out from your vantage point, you hear voices coming from the boats on the river far below. There's a strong breeze coming off the cliffs. Let's listen to the voices. As you gaze out upon the river below, you hear voices in the room below. Come on now, this is the last of it. Down to the cavern below. Gain key item 92. Is that the one I already have? No. Hidden cavern. Oh, interesting. You've discovered there's a hidden cavern below Fort Examore. Keep this until you find the exact text out of place in the damp basement. Okay. Boats. Far below, you see boats gliding across the river. You notice they are entering a small cave in the cliffside. The boats entering appear empty, while the ones leaving are heavy with cargo. Oh, there's looting. Breeze. You breathe in, expecting beautiful fresh air. Instead, you cough, choking on your own scent. How long has it been since you've had a bath? Gain dossier T's 27. Okay, we get a cool title out of this. And by cool, I mean awful. 127. Sorry, just T27, not 127. What am I talking about? I'm crazy. Don't worry about me. Alright. The title we could now adopt. The Fragrance. I think not. Okay. That was 85. Let's go punch some orcs. We descend the tower again. And we go downstairs to small 58. The damp below. The staircase deposits you deep below the earth. You believe you can hear the soft lapping of water coming from somewhere. Okay. So once again, we don't need this right now. Because we are here. POI 86 is the only thing for us to do down here. Damp chamber. Far below the ruins above, you find yourself in a damp circular room. The walls glisten in the dark. Just before you is a large shelf. There are some old crates and packs lying on the floor. Okay. Walls. Upon closer inspection, you can see the walls are weeping softly. A small trickle of water droplets steadily make their way to the floor. Let's look at the shelf then. The shelf appears in good repair despite the age and dampness of the room. It's fastened to the east wall by metal brackets. It looks well built and slightly out of place in the damp basement. Luckily, we have a thing for that. Sorry, we have a key item that references that text exactly. Out of place in the damp basement, the hidden cavern. Draw long 35. Secret passage! Cunningly hidden behind the shelves, you discover a claw-carved passage. Claw-carved. Oh. Okay, so how does this... Oh, okay. There we go. And there's an event to explore. So, yay. Let's go do that. Event 101. Hit me. Oh, that's the wrong box. Event 101. Footsteps. As you make your way down the passage, you hear the undeniable sound of footsteps coming down the stairs behind you. You could hide here or run further down the passage. I think we hide here and make a Charisma 9 check with Rix, who has +5. Which, yeah, we make it. Very good job, Rix. Alright. The two kobolds walk by as you conceal yourself among the cargo in the passage. As the kobolds turn the corner at the far end of the passage, you exhale quietly. They didn't seem to see you. Turn POI 87 to its B side. Okay, alright. And then banish this card. POI 87. There are not a lot of B-side location or points of interest, so this is interesting. Okay. That's right up there. Okay, let's go investigate 87. Here we go. Kobolds loading. The kobolds are in the cavern just beyond this. They haven't noticed you yet. We can surprise/ambush the kobolds or look/watch the kobolds. I think I want to watch the kobolds and see what they're doing. They appear to be loading boats with the crates and barrels collected from the ruins above. They seem unaware of your presence. This is the second time we've run into kobolds looting a decrepit fort, and I'm curious why. You know? Surprise/ambush the kobolds is the only other option, so we do that. You bide your time, waiting for the perfect chance to sneak up on the kobolds in the cavern. Finally, when they're almost done loading their cargo, you jump out to strike. Place medium fortitude, ignoring the special rules on it, and banish point of interest 87. So medium 42, no special rules. That is, in fact, the tile we are connected to. Oh, good. The special rule is they gain 5 threat immediately. And instead, they have 0 threat. Which I think is probably a good thing, and also it means we're about to start combat. You know, in case that wasn't clear. I want to push this like that. Okay. We're going to need our threat deck, and I assume we're going to need the same kobolds. The tight passage opens up into a large cavern. Water swirls underneath a small dock as boats loaded with cargo creak softly. The kobolds here are armed and ready to defend their ill-gotten gains. Oh no, there's 4 of them. You know what? We should have seen that one coming. These are level 5? They're harder than the slime. Oh no. Okay. You know, I'm just going to get rid of this for now. Move this over here. Move this right there. Turtles there. There's a lot of enemies for us to fight. So, our friends the guards are back. And with them are some other enemies. Probably also kobolds. Oh, 126. Please be slightly easier. Please? I'm asking nicely. Kobold Burr writes, I don't think they're going to be easier. The younger Burr writes aren't as disciplined as their guard counterparts, but make up for it with youth, vigor, and poisoned... Oh no, poison. Oh no. I think we're cooked. I think our goose is cooked here. Alright, we're in combat mode. We don't need our travel tokens. I do need more kobold on screen. Give me more pictures of kobolds. Trying to work within my overlay. That's almost good. Can you go like that? Can you go like that? And is that good enough? Yeah, that'll do. Okay. And there's those guys. Oh, okay. It's fine. It's fine. Just because we barely survived the last fight doesn't mean we're going to lose this fight. So think. Oh yeah, I can't start this combat right now. I would be up way too late. Okay, so that'll be next time. And hey, we're seeing how the game basically does palette swapping to get the same model used multiple times. I maybe shouldn't have come here. Oh, yeah. We're in serious trouble. But you know what? We can do it. We can do this. Just gotta shuffle my threat deck, and then I will do my sign off. This is an example of a combat that I feel does not scale down well to two characters. Just because there's so much enemy damage coming in, having more people to distribute that amongst would be a pretty big boon. Yeah, alright. We're gonna cut there. So yeah, next time we stream, we die. Is basically what's gonna happen here. But no, hey everybody, if you liked what you saw, I hope you did. I stream every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at the following US and Canada Pacific times. On Mondays, I stream at 1 p.m. That's going to be Pal World. And at 10:30 p.m., I stream something. I'm considering a new game for that slot, but it could be Arydia or Pal World. On Wednesdays at 1 p.m., more Pal World. And then on Fridays at 1 p.m. and 10:30 p.m., Arydia, the Paths We Dare Tread. That's the game you just witnessed. And I'm about to get smoked in this game. My goodness, am I about to get smoked. Like, we barely defeated the 2 guards without dying. And now they want to do the 2 guards and the 2 ranged units who have almost equivalent health. And a bunch of damage coming our way. This is going to be the death of our party as we know it. But hey, here we are. Anyways, the game is super fun. I do really highly recommend it. And they are soon to launch a second printing Kickstarter campaign to get more of these games into circulation. And I highly recommend you check that out because they're going to have, presumably they're going to have a discount, but they're also probably going to have the expansion that is really hard to find right now and the small bodies kind of cosmetic expansion, which basically gives you small bodies to go with the halflings and some of the other smaller characters instead of everybody being a tall body. Yeah, so I'm not sponsored anyway. I do recommend you check that out if you have any interest in the game. Also, speaking of interest in the game, if you would like to see more of what I have done in the past, everything I do here on Twitch is recorded as a video on demand and exported to my YouTube channel. There's a link in my Twitch channel description somewhere down below. You can go to my YouTube channel and view the entire Arydia playlist from the beginning, where I had no idea what I was doing, went through the quick start guide, and now, I'm here many, many, many sessions later. And it's been a wild ride. It's a really good game. You can also find my Pal World playlist there and a couple others, so feel free to enjoy any of that. If you're already on YouTube, hello YouTube! Thank you for watching. You really do, your support by just watching really is appreciated. It lets me know that this is something that is worth watching, that you would enjoy watching more of. And that's important. If at any time you have the inclination and ability to watch me play games live, I would love to have you over here on Twitch. Yeah, to your ability. What else? I think that's all I had to say. Yeah. So everybody, thanks for... My camera light just flashed, and I don't know why, and it makes me nervous. This thing, I don't like this. This camera does weird things. Thanks for watching, everybody. Thanks for chatting. Thanks for commenting. Thanks for liking, following, and subscribing. Really, all of these things are important metrics for me to understand what it is that you as a viewer would like to consume, and that's important. Because if nobody's consuming it, why am I making it? And part of the answer is just for me. Yeah. But seriously, thank you so much, and I will see you all next time.